How's it going, everyone? My name is Nori Plays and welcome once again to another Volleyball 4.2 video. In this video, as you guys have been requesting for like the past year or so, the pants tutorial is here. Woo! Yeah, round of applause, baby! Okay, I'm joking, but seriously, I don't know why I didn't do this. I just thought that you guys would know how to make pants for some reason. But as you can see, this is the simple tutorial. There will be an advanced tutorial on how I'll be showing you how to do all of this from scratch. Make your own shoes, make your own knee pads, make your own short design, all sorts of things. But in this tutorial, we'll be using this specific template, which will be linked in the description, as well as the comment section below. But before I even start the tutorial, I want to say that you are gonna need paint.net once again. And this is only available for Windows users right now. I'm sorry, Mac users, but Windows only so far. Don't blame me, because it's the developer's choice to make Paint.net for Windows only. Yeah, so this is, as I said, it's gonna be basic. So this is literally the template that you guys are gonna get as well. So let's just start, right? So you wanna make this your own. You wanna make this your own. How do you make this your own? So you could, as you can see, I've named the layers here. Once you do open the file, and I do want to stress that if you need to copy these settings in order for your Paint.net to work properly. So you have to set your tolerance on 0, because when you first start Paint.net, it's gonna be on max. So make sure you turn that to 0. Turn your pixelated selection quality, which should be at the top here, to pixelated selection quality instead of anti-aliased, because anti-aliased will give blurry edges to a lot of things and it will look disgusting. So do that. Change your flood mode to contiguous and make sure that this whole top row is the same. Once you go to your paint bucket, you're gonna see that new settings appear as well, like this one right here. Make sure your anti-aliasing is disabled as well, because like I said, this is going to introduce a lot of blurry edges to a lot of lines. So if I show you an example right now on a new layer, let's make a thick line. We'll make it, I don't know, like 14 pixels. As you can see, this is with anti-aliasing on, and this is with anti-aliasing off. If we zoom in, this is with anti-aliasing disabled, so it's turned off, right? And this is with enabled. So you can see the difference. Anti-aliasing basically gives it that little blur, which you can want if you're starting to design things, but if not, I'd say keep it disabled to make your jersey just look that much sharper. Alright. So for this tutorial, I'm literally just going to show you how to change this. How do you change the jersey that I've made for you guys with the template? So let's say you want to change the color of the shorts and you don't want the texture, right? This little texture thing that's on the shorts here. You can simply turn the texture off like that and it would just go away. If you don't want the shading, you can also turn off the shading. However, I have made two separate shading layers. One for the knee pads, as you can see here. So you turn this off to disable shading for your knee pads as well. And then if you don't want knee pads, you turn that off as well. So you'll just be left with a regular shorts jersey. But this is what it looks like with everything on. So let's turn off the texture for now. And let's say we want the shorts to be yellow. So you click on the shorts layer. Make sure you're on the shorts layer. Again, make sure your tolerance is on 0 and all these settings are the same. And then go down here to the bottom left. I'm going to drag this to the middle so you guys can see. This is the color selection wheel. So this is where you're going to select all your colors. So say we want to make it, I don't know, let's make it yellow. Let's make a yellow, ugly ass. Never mind, let's make it green. Turquoise, turquoise. Okay, we've settled on turquoise. As you can see, it didn't work because where is my circle wheel gone? It is died. Okay, so we've set it to primary. However, you can see it's turning black. That's because I have color burn on. You need to set this to normal, and then you can simply left click again on the shorts layer to change the color of the pants. So in this case, I don't like knee pads on my jerseys, so I'm simply gonna turn off these 2 layers. Next up is the shoes. So you can also customize the shoes because I've done separate shading on a different layer. So as you can see, you can make it green in some places. And in here, so this is what you can do. So basically, I'm just gonna use the paint bucket to fill in the parts that I wanna change. Hopefully, I'm not going too fast for you guys. If you are, just try to keep up with me here for a second. So as you can see here, I'm just clicking away to set the different colors on the shoe. It's gonna look retarded, okay? But bear with me, it's gonna look okay. It's gonna look okay. So each time you actually paint bucket, you see that blue square? If that comes up, press Ctrl D, or you can just change tools again and then reselect your paint bucket. That has been the only way to fix it. If you want to color pick a color, you press K, or you can simply select this color picker tool over here and click on the color that you want. And change your sampling to the layer that you're on, because otherwise you'll be sampling the different shaded colors. So make sure you have that on. So let's keep going. I'm gonna make this a really cool, we're gonna make them black this time. So some places might be like this. It might be a little bit patchy here and there. That is where you're just gonna have to be patient and simply just fill it in yourself. By the way, if you don't know how to zoom in, you can zoom in by pressing Ctrl plus or Ctrl minus on your keyboard. That's how I'm zooming in into the image. And the zoom always goes to where your mouse is, I believe, as you can see. So if I put my mouse over here, it will actually zoom into that place instead. So let's just keep filling this, and I'll see you guys once I'm done filling the first half. In case you're lazy, I'm going to show you a technique on how you only have to do the first half, like the first leg. You don't have to fill in this side, as long as this side is filled, and I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, be right back. Okay, so as you can see, once you have filled one side of your shorts, to get to the other side, all you need to do is this. So you select from one end of your shorts to the other, just for that bit of the leg. You press Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to copy it, copy and paste it. So then you end up with a clone. As you can see in the history, it says paste. Then you simply move it off to the side, line it up with the other shoe, and just stretch it across this side. And as you can see, you've just saved yourself a bunch of time, because now you just don't need to do this side separately as well. As you can see, this looks pretty good. Let's turn on the knee pads again to see how it looks with the knee pads. Looks pretty good again. If you feel like the shading on the knee pads is not enough, you can just, if you go to layers, duplicate layer, it's Ctrl-Shift-D on your keyboard. You can make the shading much darker, and then you can just merge it down with that other layer in order to get darker shading. In this case, it helps out a lot more. Okay, so this is what you've got for your shorts. Let's say you want to add maybe like a stripe or two again. Like I did with the simple jersey tutorial, but instead you want it on the side of the shorts. So go into your shorts layer, you want to click, okay, so we know that this is the front of the leg. This is where your character is going to be facing forwards. That means that this is going to be the right side of the leg, of the right leg. This is going to be the back of the right leg. Because imagine it as you're looking at a mirror. But in this case, the shape is folding. So forward, right, behind, and then left side. And then this is your left leg, okay? So this is your forward of the left leg, left side of the left leg. So like the outside. The second one is always the outside. This is always the back. The third one is always the back, as you can see here. And then this one is always the inside part. So this is opposite this. And it folds to create a rectangle, which is your leg. So in this case, we want the stripe to be on the outside, so we select this shape here, because this is the right leg, and this is the outside of the right leg. We don't select this one, because that is the inside. This is the outside. So we zoom into that. You can make a new layer if you want, but I'm going to make it on the same layer. And let's say that we want the stripe to be somewhat dark, like a really dark, almost black color, because we want to still see the shading. So let's select this, and we want to add stripes. That is literally all you do. Just make sure that your stripe is evenly placed on each side. And that is all you do. I think those stripes are a bit too thick though. Let's go like 6 or 7 pixels. Because that way we can fit 3 stripes. Make sure they're all evenly spaced, because otherwise it's going to look horrendous. And there you go. So now, again, you don't want to take this and do it all over again on this side, because you know this is the outside once again. So all you do is copy this part of the leg, like so, using your rectangle select. Then using your move tool, you press Ctrl C, Ctrl V again. Then you position it so it's right next to what your old one is, and then you just stretch it over. And as you can see, you've done a perfect mirror of that. So now if you wanted to check this jersey out in the game, you would quickly save it, make sure it's a PNG, so you go Files, Save As. And then as you can see, this is my Roblox Kits folder. Let's save it as a PDN first in case you want to make more changes. So we're going to call this YouTube Pants. Because whatever. And then we save it again. But this time as a PNG, because Roblox is the best with PNGs. If you use JPEG, that's also fine. But PNGs usually tend to be higher quality. So you realize that once you save it as a PNG, it will ask to flatten the image. So you have to flatten it. So, which means it merges every single layer. So because it merges every single layer, you can click this to go back. Or you can press Ctrl Z on your keyboard and you'll get all your layers back. This is why I said that you should save 2 copies of it. One which is a PDN, which has all the layers of it. And one which is a PNG. Because the PNG you're going to be uploading. So once you're on the Roblox website, let me bring that up right here. So once you're on the Roblox website, you want to go to the Create tab at the top. My website may look different to yours because I have a plugin on Google Chrome called like Better Roblox, BT Roblox, but it should be similar. So you go to shirts, in this case it's pants, because we're going to be uploading shorts. Then what we do is find our little oops, wrong folder. Find our YouTube pants.png, make sure it's PNG once again, and it is gonna cost you 10 Robux to upload. So let's upload it. YouTube pants. If the name comes out as hashtag, that means you need to rename it. Or if the image doesn't load, that means your image actually got banned by Roblox. So you will need to make some tweaks to your jersey in order to fix it. So as you can see, I've uploaded it. Let's check out our avatar, and I'm going to put it on. So pants, YouTube pants. I'm going to wear it with a jersey that's similar anyway. Just because I want to kind of see for myself what it looks like. So we're going to Volleyball 4.2. I have a private server. Let's load in. And we'll see the jersey. We'll see the jersey. Okay, as you can see, I've made the jersey. You can see the shorts. They look very clean. The knee pads especially, because they like fold with your Ds as well. It's pretty sick. You can see the changed shoes colors and all that. And the final thing I'm going to show you is if you wanted to add maybe like company logos or like a Nike logo or something, you would go into Google, you type in Nike logo or Slazenger logo. If you don't know any volleyball companies that you want to have a logo of on your shorts, you just type in Japanese volleyball companies. And you have all of these here you could copy. Volleyball manufacturers. So these are the guys that make volleyball stuff. And then you have brands as well. But it doesn't really matter. In my case, I'm just gonna make Slazenger the sponsor, quote unquote, on my jersey. So what I do is actually search for the PNG of it, because you actually get a transparent logo. Alright, so we saved it. Let's drag it in. Add a layer. Should be somewhere. As you can see, it's a little bit too big. That's because when we dragged it in, it actually stretched the canvas. So let's open the image. Let's Control C, Control V it on another layer. Keep canvas size. If you hold Shift and then drag from a corner, the logo will stay like the same width and height as it was before. So this is where you can put your sponsors. If you change the quality right here, you can make it blurry, which actually works for logos. So let's do that. And then we can put that logo. Do note that they do have to be pretty small. As long as you can tell what it is in a way, and that you have a sponsor in a way, then you're fine. And if you want to add like a number on your jersey, like a player number, you can do that as well. So you can just pick a font. In my case, I'm choosing a font called ChoSense. If you need fonts, go to Dafont.com. That's where you can get all your fonts from. I'm just gonna make it 10. Why the hell not? If you want to make it blurry, do remember that you can turn on anti-aliasing. I'll zoom in even more so you can see the blur take place. As you can see, that's without anti-aliasing. It looks really sharp. You turn it on, it looks blurry, but from far away, it should look a lot better than it does without it. It looks a little less square, in my opinion. So we're gonna keep that there. If you need color schemes as well, I'm pretty sure I linked this in the advanced jersey tutorial. But if you don't know what colors to use for your jersey, you can go to Coolors.co. And this website is really cool. So basically, you can just generate random colors. And you get all these codes, right? For each color. So say I wanted... And you can lock each color that you're interested in. So say we want this blue and we want this purple, but we don't want the rest. We can just do that. And then we can lock the orange one as well. So say we wanted this orange right here. So what you would do is actually left click and then copy this code with Control C. You'd go in here and then as you can see, there's hex. That code is called a hex code. And that's the code for the color. So you put it in the hex little area over here. Once you put it, you actually get the color. And then you could just use it for your shorts and whatnot. Again, remember to turn off anti-aliasing. Because otherwise, as you saw, we were getting spills around the edges. Don't want that. Especially not if you're changing your color. So, boom, 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 boom. Like so. And just like that, we changed the color of it using a hex code. So, I guess that would do it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it and it was helpful in any way, shape or form, please smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and comment down below what you want to see next, because I will be making an advanced pants tutorial from scratch as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy this one as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.